This video is sponsored by Factor. Hey guys, Maven here. Now, from 2001 through 2005, I was a WWE wrestler. But recently, I threw my hat back in the ring and it missed. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my return to wrestling, the reason why I did it, and how it was a catastrophic failure. So if you're hoping to see Maven's return to glory, get in line, because this is not it. The story begins in early 2024 when one fateful night I would get a call from Wrestling Hall of Famer Booker T. Now, Booker and I are friends, but we're not daily talk friends. We're not even daily text friends. In fact, when Booker called me, I didn't answer, and thinking he must have ass dialed me, I actually texted him back, "Yo, did you call me, Book?" And he was like, yeah, I did, dog. And I called him immediately back. I wanted to see exactly what he wanted. At this point, I knew Booker had a school. Booker's school at the time was not a part of the developmental territory or the developmental program. I also had recently been on Booker's channel, so I thought maybe it was something channel related, but it was not. Booker immediately asked me, he said, "Hey, yo, dog, I got this rumble coming up. Want you to be a part of it." My answer was immediately yes. He asked me what every other wrestling promoter is going to ask. What's your rate? And by rate, I mean how much money someone's charging for their services. And trust me, there are some guys that undervalue and underprice themselves, and there's other guys that way overvalue themselves. So the moment Booker asked me what my rate was, I immediately knew where the value, the true value for me, where that lied. So Booker asking me what my rate was, my answer was simple. Booker, I'll do your show for free if you do me a favor on the back end. He said yes, and I will tell you what that favor was later on in the video. With Booker and I finding common ground on what compensation would be for us both, my partner and I boarded a plane and flew off to Houston, Texas to make my in-ring return. How could this possibly go wrong? Preparing for a wrestling match is completely different than preparing for anything else in the wrestling business. Being in a wrestling ring, knowing other wrestlers are gonna have my body in their hands, my body's gonna be in their hands, and knowing just safety is a paramount, that had me a little bit worried. And again, I'm far from a spring chicken. I did not want to blow an ACL. I did not want to separate this shoulder for the 20 whateverth time. I wanted to walk out of that ring as healthy as I walked in. And for that reason, I made sure I was going to get in the ring and just get my bearings. And Booker, being the professional he is, Booker runs a professional show. Guys are able to get in the ring, move around, get their bearings. Okay, this is the hard camera. This is the side I'm going to want to work at. I have to be eliminated in a rumble. Over on this side, let me go over, let me feel the ropes. Booker's school allowed ample time to get all this done. So I left my pre-match warm-up feeling pretty good about my safety, but remember, in the wrestling ring, my safety, that's only half of it. Other people who would find themselves in the ring with me would not be so lucky. Now, I know Booker and I did a favor for a favor, but I'm here to do a favor for you. When you're tight on time or you're trying to save a few bucks, do you find yourself going through a drive-thru or eating some over-processed garbage? Well, lucky day, I have your solution, and it's this video's sponsor, Factor. They deliver fresh, dietitian-approved meals to your home. Each meal is ready to eat in just 2 minutes and costs less than overpriced takeout. But all that does not matter if the food doesn't taste good. And here's where I have to be honest. Factor, it doesn't taste good. It tastes great. And Factor, it's even helped me become a more well-balanced eater. Two of my favorites are creamy pesto pork chop and Romano shredded chicken, but that's only two of my favorites. Factor's meals are truly endless. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50MAVEN to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50MAVEN at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. The match I was going to take part in was a 30-man over the top rope rumble style match, and I was going to be entrant number 21. And leading into it, man, nerves take over. I care about my performance. I care about my health. I care about other people's health. And at the end of the day, man, I just don't want to look stupid. When I knew I was 5 minutes out from my music going off, man, I started getting those exact same jitters and those butterflies and those feelings I used to get right when I would stand at that curtain in front of Gorilla. And knowing I'm not in the same physical condition I used to be in. I'm not the same athlete I used to be. And I've never worked with any of these people in the ring. I don't know what they're good at. I don't know what they're not good at. They don't know what I can or can't do. Yeah, I was a ball of nerves right before I went out. But just like in the olden days, the moment my music hit, I would calm down. So, how did the match turn out? Let's find out.
As we await entrant 21 in the Last Stand Rumble, which...
On a side note, I've avoided watching this because I know what happens. You're watching it with me, probably for the first time as well.
So whoever this is my pick.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Crowd goes nuts. They have no clue how disappointed they're about to be.
The hits just keep on coming!
It's Maven! Maven making his reality of wrestling debut!
Now Maven knows a thing or two about Rumble matches, having eliminated The Undertaker.
Amazes me when I see kids that, like this kid was not born when I eliminated Taker from the Rumble. It amazes me that he knows even who the hell I am. Smart kid.
Lucky number 21, my money's on Maven, baby.
All right, at this point, I knew, because we had went over what the order of who was going to come and who was going to take what and how I was going to officially be eliminated. So when I'm coming in the ring, I'm trying to find my placement so I can go, because I know the first person that's going to be coming at me. That's the first thing I'm thinking of while entering the ring, while also not milking it, not taking too much time on the outside. Because remember, while I'm out there, clock's going down, clock's counting down for entrant number 22. So I have to go out, try to get whatever pop I'm gonna get, or by pop, I mean reaction from the audience. And then I gotta get in there and do my job.
What a moment here at the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena. Maven! Oh, wait a minute. Everybody!
I don't know if you called it, but the second guy I punch, the spot was, first guy throws a punch, I duck, and then start, we call it peppering people, start punching people. The second guy, as he's coming, he went to throw a punch too. As he's throwing a punch, I'm throwing a punch, and I caught him and busted his lip. It's just a part of wrestling. I apologize profusely backstage. Perhaps I didn't make clear to him, hey, once that first guy comes and I duck, then it makes no sense to duck another guy, because then I got 3 other guys standing there with their junk in their hand. Once I duck the first one, then it's just got to be one after the other. I should have made it more clear what I was expecting. The moment you hurt somebody, the moment you injure anyone in any way, it damages your pride a little bit. I still feel bad about it.
Oh, wait a minute. Everybody wants a piece of Maven.
Maven's giving a piece to everybody.
Oh, drop kick.
Yeah, that drop kick does not get near as high as it used to. I gotta watch that again.
Maven's giving a piece to everybody.
Oh, God.
He
he still got it.
He still got it. He's got to put his shoe back on.
All right, two things. It's tough. Whenever anybody calls me, hey, do this show or do this, it's easy to say no because they still have videos back 20 years ago when I would jump. Man, I never felt like I was coming down. I could jump and kick Big Show and be vertical, as tall as that sumbitch is. I could jump and do 2 drop kicks back to back. Man, I'm just not that athlete anymore. And then to top it off, to add the cherry on top of this shit sundae, my shoe come off. Now you might be asking, Maven, why are you wearing sneakers? Are you sponsored by Nike? Not yet. Why aren't you wearing wrestling boots? I don't even have wrestling boots in my possession anymore. Why? Because I know I'm not meant to wrestle anymore. Jumping and having my sneaker fly off in the middle of the Rumble, and kudos to the announcers, kudos to the entire ROW team. They played it off and made it look like it was just part of the show. I land and I knew, oh hell, a shoe came off. I didn't know where it landed. For all I knew, it was in the 5th row and somebody was going home with a souvenir and I was leaving the arena with one shoe on. By that point, I might as well, here, take the other one. Can honestly say I've never done a drop kick and had my shoe come off. So it's good to know that more than likely the last one I ever will throw, that's when the shoe came off. All these Houstonians, chanting that I still have it. They must not have seen that 12-inch vertical leap I have and that nice navel kick I have these days.
And now, goes over the top. Oh, and just like that, that's it. Inferno Tiger's out.
Wait a minute. Quentin Winters just eliminated Maven with a drop kick.
And the idea was to have Quentin Winters, one of Booker's top talents at the time down there in ROW, eliminate me the same way I eliminated Taker, kind of a little bit of a torch passing type of deal. So, do I regret my in-ring return? Well, no. Not at all. And to be honest, I'm honored that Booker and his amazing team gave me the chance to hear the roar of the crowd one last time. Now, I told you that Booker owed me a favor, and to see what that was, click the link on screen.